And so, Kevin, my question that I have for you today is what are the conversations you are having to help your dairy clients be successful looking ahead into 2023 and the rest of what this year could look like?
That's a great question. Honestly, right now, it isn't a time to panic. We've seen these markets before. We went from higher milk prices to lower milk prices. We're crossing over from 2022 to 2023. I think that the big thing is just not to panic, get back to the fundamentals, back to creating a good business plan, creating a good projection for 2023, and then evaluating that projection quarterly or monthly, depending on whatever works in your business structure. So basically just stop doing what you're doing in the past because the markets have changed a little bit, and just reevaluate what we've got in front of us today, and then just look for opportunities. Look for opportunities to contract your inputs and your outputs, and that's what it comes down to, is just protecting the margin. If you've got a good projection, you know where you're at, you know your break evens are at, and make sure it's a true break even, a break even that includes your family living, your debt service. And if you're confident in the break even and the projections you put together, just stick to the basics and listen to your advisors, listen to the people that you work with, listen to your milk plants. If you haven't had a meeting with a representative of your milk plant, it might be a good time just to sit down with them and see what they're looking for the best quality product. Because I will tell you, if I look at my portfolio over the last 10 years, the basis that you're paying on your milk has probably been the biggest difference between the profitability of some of the different farms and meeting the demand of what your milk plant is looking for. Essentially, if you sit down with them and they tell you what their ideal milk is, do what you have to do to get there, because a good relationship with your milk plant is very important, as we all know.
Excellent, Kevin. Well, thank you for sharing those great tips for other dairy producers out there to listen to. And just to recap a little bit, what you shared with us today is knowing those numbers, taking time to reevaluate, knowing that true cost of production, and listening and having these critical conversations, especially with our milk plants. And so thank you, Kevin, for sharing these tips on the Uplevel Dairy podcast. And if you're looking to reach out to any of the ag lenders on the Nicolet team, you can find contact information in our show notes.